Welcome back, everybody. We just had some like critical technical disabilities or difficulties, whatever you want to call them, bad boys, but they
We had all
screwed
of it.
us up, all of it. And I blame it all on Guderian. That's right. I blame it all on you. No, I'm just playing. It wasn't his fault.
I was waiting
We
for that.
also we had some server pickups. We had some Discord hiccups. The teams are all situated. Discord situated. The stream is situated. We're about to rock it off. So tell us about that mid cap that they just got because the map is flipped. They are still doing their warm up.
Yes,
We've
sir.
got hospice.
Yeah. Honestly was hoping for hospice. I think it's the most dynamic, evenly matched strong point on St. Mariglis. Um, I don't think either side technically has a big advantage. I think both sides can, given if they're in the key locations on that map, there's always going to be somebody with a foothold in there. Well, I mean, even if you get pushed off hospice, there's multiple opportunities to get in to that strong point in the sector. And not only that, because you're coming up from St. Mariglis to church, there's multiple avenues of approach. You've got concealment and cover coming up from the mid on St. Mariglis. So hospice is going to be a fun point. I'm just hoping that whatever happens off the start, we know that CoRe is a quick starting team. If they happen to catch the cap off the jump real quick, I'm hoping to see the five hang in long enough to counterattack before
For sure, for
before the
sure, for
CoRe
sure.
pushes next point.
With that being said, the game has started. I think this opener is going to be all about artillery. We should be getting the cam feed up now. And yeah, we've got hospice like we've been talking about. You got open fields on both sides. We'll be showing the game from the Allies' perspective today. And as you can see on the map here, we've got two transport trucks making their way, as well as a support truck and two support trucks. Oh, and another transport down south. It looks like CoRe is really trying to get that complete map control going.
Yeah, they want sector control. They don't want just the strong point. I mean, the strong point is important, but off the jump, I think sector control, controlling key buildings. I mean, you can, as long as your garrison and OPs are up,
Here
it's
we
all
go. Here
about
we
sector
go.
control.
So excuse me, that was actually the five right now that was making their way up as Axis. Red, you'll see on our screen is our allies here. It looks like they've already dropped off a few bodies. We've got that light vehicle moving up towards the south or towards the north right now.
Fi-
What
Five
what
has
is
a
your
better start, Jay.
what's your prediction right here? I
Five
wouldn't
has a
say
better
the
start,
five
Jay.
has a better start. Look at
Um,
core. Look at core right now.
Core is in by the glider east of Hospice, and just like we expected, five is up north, trying to control the top half of the sector.
Here
Right
comes that
now,
already
it's
like I talked about.
I think it's critical what RD squads can predict where their opponent's infantry is
Ooh!
coming in from.
That already needs to hit that courtyard hard.
Yeah,
Look at the Lux up there north
you know,
trying to, and then Lux just disintegrates.
the,
Core is dropping bodies up north, but it looks like the five are making some ground here. They
yeah, I'd
gotta
say
win
it's
these
pretty
fights.
even. I know it's still going Core's
Ooh,
way.
ooh, ooh! All three, four bodies just got dropped out of that side of the house right there,
Yeah,
and Core just mollywops them and walks all over their corpses.
yeah. Wow, Jay, I gotta tell you, they just destroyed everyone. Core literally just they were up, there were blue bodies everywhere, and now I don't see anybody. What the
Now
hell
they up,
happened?
now they up, now they up. Hey, look, Core don't play, but like we saw yesterday, the game is not over until that
No.
robust lady sings. You know what I mean?
So 75% roughly capped. You got to realize if your guys aren't in the sector or able to truly
Another
contest,
armor vehicle goes down up north.
you got to start thinking, all right, let's get these back garrisons up. Let's get the OPs replaced, and let's see if we can counterattack. But Core, look, they're running that transport truck. You can see it, Jay. They're running right past. They're steamrolling. They're not even trying to say, I'm going to consolidate. No, they got another squad already running down.
We've got that Panther rolling up. At this point, if I'm the five, I'm pulling back.
Yeah.
And at this
Start.
point, it's really just time to like
Yeah.
consolidate, my brother.
Yeah. If
Because
you
you're
stretch
throwing bodies
yourself
at core and
thin,
they're just laying you out. They laying y'all down.
yeah, Yeah.
And we've got a 76 on the bottom of our screen right now. Moving on up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think that's a Sherman.
I'd be interested in seeing what's happening on the defensive squad side of the map, because right now CoRe is a quick starting team, and if you don't, I mean, it's like Tyson in the first round.
Yeah,
And
but
if you can survive
right
the
now,
first round,
but right now, it looks like the 5 is making some hay ground with that Panzer that just moved up here.
let him just sit.
But as you can see, the Sherman's coming down the
Off beat.
road, and he knows what's up.
AT is right behind him. Off beat is literally sitting behind.
Doesn't matter, because they're getting sandwiched right here, and that's what happens when you don't have any infantry to support. Really
75 just took out the Panther.
Yep.
Great job. And that's the allies being CoRe. Tank just being patient, just waiting this time.
Oh my God, these guys are moving with a sense of urgency today. As you guys see, CoRe pushing directly southwest by west. These guys this is probably one of our premier teams right here, the way that they're playing right now. And it's almost like they're piranhas out there, like sharks, like they smell blood in the water. And if they exploit one of your little gaps in the line, they hit hard. That's one thing I really like about this team.
I'm curious to see what the fourth point is for CoRe. I don't know. I know we had hospice off the jump, but I'm not sure what the next point is. Is it western approach? Like I don't recall. I don't know if you do, Jay, but I'm interested in seeing what they're attacking.
Route on Haras is the next point, and it looks like the 5 is holding on. Hold on, my brothers. You can do this. Just shoot all the bullets. Shoot all the bullets.
Yeah. Wondering if the 5 can figure out a way how to get rid of that Sherman 75 that's covering the wheat field. That's going to be key to
What's
getting
going on
on
here
top.
with Scout? Look at Scout.
Yeah.
Scout is out here laying boys out though.
Yeah, he's recon, just holding the top.
We got some good battles going on over here though.
Hey, Hate You, come on, Hate You. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness,
ooh.
Hate You is trying to creep in there, Jay. He's got the sneaky going on, Jay.
This man's name is You Hate, bruh. How you gonna hate you?
I hate you. That's what he's saying. I hate you.
Scout vibe, or
Especially
whatever.
Vortex about to get him. Oh my
Turn
God.
around, guys. Scout's still hanging on. Looks like CoRe still has a lot of positioning on the map now. It's going to be really hard to go in there and exterminate all these bodies.
No,
But it looks like it looks like 5's got a new defensive perimeter up. Let's see what kind of proceeds here. And I'm gonna say this: up to our direct south, you'll see that there's an engagement going on. Whoever wins that engagement is going to dictate the next point. Guaranteed.
Well, CoRe for the first time is clearly defending. They're not all just sending everybody on attack. Maybe they're just the commanders waiting for that airhead.
I think they're regrouping. This is what you want to see when it ain't always about pick up and keep pushing forward. Sometimes it's about strategically waiting for the right opportunity, the right positioning to do something that's going to, hold some merit behind it and not just be for nothing. Because honestly, it's all about the team who makes the less mistakes. The more calculated you are, the more opportunity you're going to have to win.
So again, the attack is going to come from the middle, the E column, straight up the main MSR. Nobody's trying to get into that open area in the D column.
A few Garys here. It looks like the 5 are pretty set up pretty nicely. They've got a kind of a star built of garrisons. One on point, one north, one south, another one forward, north and south. So it looks like they're actually in a good position right now. As long as they start winning some of these firefights, and it looks like the 5 is really putting on some put on they shooting glasses today, didn't it? Don't look like they put on their shooting glasses because they not letting CoRe just walk up on them like this. I think they know how important this game is.
Infantry needs to be patient on CoRe. the five. The squad leaders just need to hold key positions and allow other squad leaders to move up. You know what I mean? You got to slowly move up. It's not one squad pushing directly into the strong point. It's allowing your other squad leaders to move up if they're on attack with you. You got to
For sure.
work together. I'm hoping that's what I'm seeing in the five squad leader. I don't know where he is. I think he might have got dropped. But Jay, we were saying, where are the CoRe tankers? I think we know. I think they're pretty good. I think they did a great job, honestly, off the start. That 75 took down the Panther from the beginning in north of Hospice. And I'm not seeing or hearing too much from the 5 in the way of armor.
They're probably playing defense at this point, but we do have a good gunfight going on here with CoRe, and it looks like they just kind of wiped out this little push that these guys were having.
Yeah.
The 5 was having over here. So if we look at this kind of defensive posture we have here, they're really strong in the middle. I'm kind of really wondering, I think right here for CoRe, for them to start taking advantage, they've got to take out their 4 Garys. They have to.
Well, based on what I'm seeing, 5 is trying to come across the top, which is tough sledding. That's just open field and apple orchards, and that's not the approach. Maybe you just want to just put some bodies out there to give them the impression that you might attack across the top of the map. But I mean, CoRe knows most of the attack is going to come from the southern half up that main MSR, and that's why they're locked in the buildings and they're on the west side. They're not on the east side, and they're actively looking to stomp them and not allow them into.
I mean, really, we've got a friendly tiger up here, or Axis tiger up here. This kind of reassuring this frontal assault that the 5 is putting on towards CoRe. But CoRe is in a better position only because, they've got a little bit of concealment and cover to sit behind. And I think that was a decent bombing run. I think maybe we had a mark over there for a garrison, and that's why they dropped that bombing run. We'll have to see.
846 squad leader just dropped.
Excuse me. Actually, bombing runs don't take out OPs and garrisons anymore. You have to hit them directly with grenades, RPGs, or tank blast. So
yeah,
my man Pepper had to educate
I was gonna say
me
Pepper
last night because we were talking. We were
he
talking
did reach
about
out to
that
me.
yesterday.
He reached out to
He
me
did?
as well.
He did. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look. We got a little hella loose encyclopedia in our back pocket.
Hey,
Playing
man,
with us.
we utilize everything, man.
We'll just throw
This meta
pepper
is-
at you. Throw pepper on them.
That's right. The meta changes constantly, Jay. It's real hard to keep up with it, but I appreciate Pepper giving us that heads up. And I hate
I
to get
thought it should be like,
misinformation
yo,
out
shut
there.
up, son. I don't care. But he was right, though. He was right. So I had to give him a shout out real quick. That's still my boy. Yo, so I mean, to be honest with you guys, the audience, this is kind of like a standstill. I don't really see any forward momentum. I do see 5 trying to work something up that angle that you were just talking about, Grenarian, from the southwest, coming down that road over there. But other than that, like,
You see the 2 tanks,
frontal assault.
the 2 tanks that are up north. Well, one is destroyed, the other is still up. I think it's the 76. In the cornfield up top on the 3. I think the only way they get to harass is if they can get their tanks stacked in the 3 and move west, and at the same time move with their infantry along the 4 and the 5 and kind of encircle the 5. That's the only way they're going to really push and make a serious threat on the harass. That's my thought process.
Yeah, I think right now, I mean, I don't see CoRe making any really forward progression. I mean, I do see the onesies and twosies getting behind the line, but I think they're just in a defensive posture for right now. It's going to be the battle of the wills, kind of like what we saw yesterday with 38th and 116th. It's going to come down to who wants it more today. This is just one of those maps. It's kind of a slugfest because you've got so much open fields on this map. It's going to be about tank positioning, tank dominance, and winning these firefights.
Yeah, tanks are going to allow the infantry to move forward, Jay. Like I said, if they can push their allied tanks north along the 3, get through the cornfield, and pop their head out, and just start putting shells, AT rounds on harass, that might be their opportunity. It might, commander might be saying, hey, listen, when that comes available, I got a bombing run, I got an airhead, I got supplies. tanks up. Let's take our chance now. Maybe that's what they're thinking, because right
Mm.
now it's just a holding pattern.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. You know, maybe it's about resources right now. Maybe it's, we don't know really what's going through the Five's head. I do see them trying to amass, but you're running up on a building that's
The building
got a
that they're in,
clear
CoRe,
overlook over the field right here. Yeah.
CoRe has just gained a building that whenever we would play in the 18v18, that building that they're in to the left is
It's critical.
key. Critical. It's a
Critical.
3-story building. It's got cover. It's got 360 view, basically more or less of the entire. And they're gradually improving their position along the 3. So
I mean, it looks
CoRe-
like they kill, scoop. That's like my mentality. You kill and you push your lineup a little bit. Kill, push your lineup a little bit. Leave an MG back, give you a base of fire.
yeah,
You know, the more
that's-
bullets, the better. Suppress and get aggressive.
I
And
see
you might see
Nero
them
doing
get
that.
aggressive here shortly.
I see Nero. He's running back, but I think his squad is
Yeah, these
fighting
guys are
forward.
just getting annihilated trying to fight through this field. It's not working. Or you know what? They might just be causing enough interference here, but that squad all the way to our south that you'll see on your screen has been almost annihilated, and now we have CoRe walking down. They're circumventing all of this stuff. So we're getting ready to see something. We do have a little bit of boys on hospice now.
Five
It looks
dog.
like it
Who's
looks
he?
like
He's squad leader. Is that
no
Fate?
clue.
Fate 46. Fate 46. We're
No
looking at him,
clue.
Lou. Right in the middle of our screen, Jay. Fate
But guess
46.
what, man?
That's our guy. He stays up. And if he can
Man,
create
I mean,
some
they're
sort of
winning
distraction.
over here. They've got to shut this place down though. Because as of right now, CoRe still has sector control.
Jay, what do we see coming up? But another tank, an allied
Flicks-
tank. That is
I see
a.
Flick's trying to get them cheeks.
That's a 76, Jay, coming up
Flick's trying
inside
to
the
get them
corn.
cheeks. You see Flick? Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. I guarantee he got a satchel, baby.
Oh, he's.
Ooh, let's
Oh
do
my
it.
goodness.
Ooh,
I had
hallelujah.
2 satchels.
No, I would put a delay. I'd probably put in like a.
Those are
A
two
minute.
76s.
I might put a
Those-
minute delay. You see what they're doing though? They're bounding together. They're bounding back, bound
Yeah.
together, bound
With
back.
no infantry though. That's the only thing I
They
can
don't
say.
need infantry. They're playing in a defensive position, and they don't. They probably don't even know that hospice
do
is
you
trying to
realize-
overrun.
FLK just placed that
Man, that's
satchel.
my man Flick, boy. You better call him Flick.
You call him Flick. I'm gonna call him FLK.
What does FLK even stand for?
Don't even know. Don't care.
Nah, man. You're supposed to try to figure out forecasting, knots or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Boom. There he goes.
Boom!
So there's one dead. They need to get that cornfield under control. But great
Yeah.
job on
And CoRe
Flick.
with the defensive comeback. Yeah, they snuffed that out with the quickest. But it looks like they got an OP back there on the back line.
Yeah, Fate. Dark Fate is the guy. If he doesn't, I don't know. What he needs to do, Jay, I've always said this, is you got to cycle in guys, those support guys, in and out. Otherwise, you're relying on a commander to drop supplies. You can get 2 support guys to swap roles and place a garrison. If you sneak by the front line,
I mean, let's
all the
be
way to
real,
back line.
man. Yeah, they probably should have put a Gary back there.
Yeah.
Right now they got an OP. But guess what,
And
man?
Harass
You live
is
and you
getting
learn.
capped right now.
Yeah, it is.
CoRe is getting in there. Joker, squad leader. Love where his position is. He is all the way in the back. Got his OP place up with Chan, who is the
He's
recon.
probably pre-positioning, but I think the 5 will take this back. Unless this Arctic can get any more accurate.
Well, I'm waiting for the big spawn
Ooh,
wave, and
that
there it is,
Spawn wave.
right in the middle.
Yeah, but
Garrison.
I'm pretty sure they marked that for artillery.
Yeah, if CoRe did, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a massacre.
Alright, the closer Joker can get to finding where that garrison spawn is, artillery is just licking their chops. They're like, please, give me targets, please. I'm ready.
We still got Delta and Juliet up to our west, still trying to move on hospice. There really isn't much capture right now on Harad, so we might see something here. We might see that little ebb and flow where you see 2 teams trying to take advantage of the less presence of people on their objectives. But we'll
Not a
see how
single
this plays
supply
out.
drop. Not a single supply drop. Not a single support guy dropped any supplies. It's like
And
dog jig. Guys have a support guy.
I think they're in a really bad position here. The 5. I don't see any Garrus that are in remotely close. And you can see CoRe already starting to set up some dudes to kind of cut off that reinforcements.
Dog and Jake, squad leader from the 5, get together, talk over comms. Hey, we're going to put our OPs over here. Let's get support, drop 2 supplies, and let's build the garrison and give us a chance
For sure.
to get some guys behind the line. 'Cause right now, they're just trying to do it by themselves. They can't.
I mean, look at CoRe's offensive line that they're pushing forward with.
They're crushing. They
These guys are
realize
running
it.
across the field right now.
Right. They realize it. They're like, we got the cap for 50 to their maybe 10%. If they're not contested, CoRe, it's over in 1 minute.
I mean, the only thing that was holding on right now is the reinforcement perk that the commander put on the objective. As soon as that goes away, they're going to cap really fast. But we'll see. It ain't over yet.
Not over. Boy, the 5 would be helping their cause big time.
Ooh, good kill, Stroker.
With the 5 hands.
Oh, my man just hit the Harlem Shake, didn't he?
Ugh.
My man just hit the Harlem Shake, cuz. He get some of that P. Diddy. Y'all remember the Harlem Shake? Something wrong with y'all. That man hit the Harlem Shake.
Pulling out, and it's all CoRe. 4th position, going to CoRe.
Yep. It is.
Why? Yeah. That's it.
That's a wrap. It's time to redeploy, reset again. There's still an hour 7. Still an hour 7 left. I mean, this is this is number 1 and number 2, right? In the league on the European side.
Yeah, it is.
This is 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And there's a 3-point differential between them. CoRe's
just
sitting at 9. You know, 5 sitting at 6. The thing is, if 5 loses this game 5-0, they get 0 points this week.
Yeah.
Which is just giving an opportunity for them teams like 116 and them to come back and get into that position of like, you know, 2nd place or something like that. At least secure your spot to the playoffs. You feel me? But we are only about halfway through the league. That's it. After next week, we'll be halfway through the league. I believe so. And then, of course, you guys know that in January we'll do the playoffs. Top 3 teams from each division play each other. It's gonna be sweet.
Kind of disappointed in the 5's play right now, to be quite honest.
I mean, I can hear it in your voice, bro.
I just really want to see CoRe get pushed, and I thought the 5 would be up to the task today, and yeah, they let me down. They let me down a little bit.
Is
it's
my
not
man
over.
Who is that? Is that Crusader again?
I've heard the name.
God.
That's the Cape Crusader. I remember that guy. He was a beast on Purple Heart Lane.
Not even Purple Heart, bro. Before that, week 1, he was out there showing people out. But they in the game still, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think flag position's pretty difficult place to take if you can do it right with the defense.
It is. We're gonna see what's up with the CoRe tankers now. Are you gonna move up? You have to. You're not sitting back on
They've got to be careful. They've got to be careful though.
Go up to harass.
We do have a 5.
Top.
We do have a 5
Control the
airhead. They got put right behind their lines. Let's see what they can do with that.
We do have tanks. Just to our northeast, Jay, on the screen.
I see him rolling up.
We've got 2 tanks actually. They're paired up, and they're trying to control the southern half of flag position. That's a good spot to be in because there's very little cover. There's only one building in like B4. It's a small little shed. This whole area by flag position is just wide the hell open. So tanks are going to just have a field day here. They just need to slowly get them up.
Especially with Crusader, his homies are still rolling up there. You see how he's leaving his OP out of there?
You notice he's not even engaging. He's just patient, just waits.
He's just waiting for his troops to mass.
Such a smart squad leader. Good on him. And Joker right behind
another
him.
squad leader. There goes one of the tanks. Oh, the noose is tightening now.
Yep. As long as Joker and Crusader can keep putting pressure on the backside. Look, the tanks in the north, that 75 is coming with, what, 4? A whole squad.
Oh, I got a move mark for a hotel. I think they might know that they're over there.
Joker, I love you. You're so smart. You just sit there and just wait. Count toward your cap.
He
Sitting
bushwhacking
in a
it.
strong point. He's a bushwookie, but hey, it's effective. Whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You
He's
don't get
outnumbered.
no respect from me if you a bushwookie.
Well,
You won't
W.
never catch J Reel in no bush, son. Never. He out there.
She said.
Bullshit.
All right, but we do have a nice little field of defense now from the 5 on flak. The hard part about this position, Jay, is getting and traversing this wide open field to get into the strong point, and there's just trenches everywhere for 5 to hang out in. If CoRe overcommits and gets sloppy, and there's possibly maybe an airhead from the 5 on harass, we could see something big happen. But until then, I just see infantry to the west, to the east, to the north. I mean, CoRe is just literally saying, we're going to take sector control, and we're just going to slowly choke you in. And every 10 minutes, we're going to either bomb you, commander artillery, or we're just going to take regular artillery and take you out. We're just basically going to pinch you up.
I mean, I'm gonna call it like it is. It's not looking good for 5 right now.
Nope.
It
You
just
see how disciplined they are? The CoRe gang on the left side, they just sit there on that hedgerow. Just wait for the right time. Patience.
Oh, triple some bits.
Oh, kibbles and bits. For real. I wonder if that was a tank shell or artillery. I think that was a tank shell.
I don't care what it was, cause I mean, does it matter? It blew the hell out of that dude.
It ain't going, and there it is.
There's the capture starting.
Enemy sector starting to be captured. God, man. Gotta want to beat CoRe. You better study CoRe, because these guys know what the hell they're doing. Man, if that doesn't motivate you, get your ass kicked. Want to get in here and beat these guys at their own game.
I mean, the game is not over yet, but it's looking over. I'm just gonna say
I
that.
feel you, Jay.
They got me sad tonight. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
you're optimistic
I'm
guy,
sad.
but I'm gonna say I called it. What was
I'm
it?
sad.
Previous week I said it's gonna be 5-0. These guys.
You didn't call that before the game.
Watch the tape,
And
Jay. Watch the
didn't
tape,
nobody
Jay.
hear you. If I
Watch
do
it.
watch
Oh,
the tape, you ain't got
last
no
week.
audio, cuz.
It's your fault. It's your fault, Jay. You keep jacking my shit up, Jay.
Oh my god.
Now I'm about to quit this whole audio game, man. I'm just gonna be a caster.
Nah,
Get
you
the
can
production
use
side.
sign language. At least we can see you. Sign language. Or just write some signs for us. Little subtitles.
That's it. It's gonna be closed captioning.
Alright, I mean 5 ain't. I mean they ain't laying down. The boys is up in them trenches. But they have no forward progression. None. No kind of offensive pressure.
You're in
No.
circle, and
I
they're
mean,
just trying to hold what they got.
They're losing. This is the Alamo.
Smoke, artillery,
And there was
and
nothing
just-
glorious about the Alamo. This is Custer's last stand. I mean,
how
the
ballsy.
5.
Joker puts his
Come
OP
on.
literally right in the strong point.
Bruh.
Dares you to
Yo,
get it.
you know what? Whose team is this today? Because this is not the 5 I remember. It is
Tanks
not the
are
5
up
I
in
remember.
there now. I mean, 75's just doing
damn,
donuts.
That's a
Just-
wrap. That is a wrap. folks.
Just doing donuts at
You
this
know what?
point.
I don't even want to do an interview. I'm good. I'm super good. What about you? I mean, it was plain as day what happened. You know what I mean?
Hey, yeah.
It was.
I mean, it's like CoRe doesn't even own it yet, but they own it. You know what I mean? They're
do.
literally
Look at
in the
this
strong
position.
point.
Look at them.
They own the trenches.
They started a barbecue, bro. Look at them.
Yeah.
They got a little party going. Look, the commanders over there chilling with them too.
76.
The commander in there like, hold on, everybody take a knee real quick. We're gonna pray to God.
No, these guys are taking screenshots right now. They're not even trying to
Got it
fight.
right.
Oh, Core, you might motivate me, Core. Oh, Core, we're gonna have to do something about you guys. You guys can't be this good. We're gonna have to figure out something.
Bruh,
Make it,
look at
make
this
it
line.
everybody.
Look at this line they put up.
Man, if you had a bombing run, use it. Jesus, man. Come on, bro.
It don't matter.
I know what I'm saying. Just get your. Golly, the whole squad is in there. Not a bombing run.
I think that's the whole team.
Well,
That's a
I think
wrap.
a lot of my
A wrap.
questions were answered.
That's a wrap.
Their tankers are good. Their infantry's good. Their tactics are
Again,
solid.
so again, so again, we see
Dominating.
complete domination by CoRe. I mean, come on. Hey, you know what? They got to come play some of these NA teams because I want to see that. We got some sneaky cats out there. We want to see that a little bit. But, yo, we're going to have to handicap them, man. Take maybe 10 people. What you think?
Might need everything.
You know what? You can only go out
Get
there
your
with your commander, son. Bruh, that was the craziest, most boring match I've ever seen. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So, Core pretty much came out here and for the sixth week now has said somebody better step up and come see me because they were all over Five's ass. And as soon as they get that momentum rolling, them boys don't stop. It's just textbook. They always have a line going. They always fill in each of the gaps. It's like a kickoff. You know what I'm saying? When your coach says run your lane, stay in your lane. Their entire team does that throughout the entire game. They don't make very many mistakes, and that is why we see them as number one right now in the HPL. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They are number one, not even in just Europe, but in the entire HPL. Go ahead, Good What you got?
I can't. Yeah, Jay. Very accurate assessment of these guys. The core gang is just. I mean, they fill gaps. I mean, they stick to their strategy. They know exactly. They have their role players. They do exactly what needs to get done, and they do it. Not. I mean, not only that, they're great FPS shooters. I mean, the tanks
Mhm.
question was answered. Are the tankers any good? Yeah, I'm going to say the tankers are pretty good. Um,
I mean, we
the
saw some dope tank play. Do you remember when they were over there on the south side doing bounding movements together? One tank would move forward and have the front position, and then when he got injured a little bit, he would move back. Another tank would tank position. You guys will see that in the stream.
yeah,
I believe like halfway through the game, it was awesome. But and then Flick came over and actually satcheled the back tank. which was actually pretty awesome too. So that's that play I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
we did, like Guderian said, we saw the tanks being patient, filling holes with infantry, and maintaining forward progression. That's one thing Core does so well, Guderian. They maintain forward progression the entire game, hands down.
Yeah.
They may have stalled for like 2 seconds to play defense for a little bit, kind of get their bearing,
Huh.
but then after that, it's
Yeah.
downhill running, baby.
Yeah. I mean, when you call it stalling, and I mean they beat them in 30 minutes, it's kind of, what, you know, um, we've seen them take teams out in 20. This took a little over 30 minutes. I knew things were going to be difficult for the five once I saw the tanks, the two allied tanks roll across the top of the three past hospice, and they were in that open field by
Hmm.
the orchards in near Route de Harras. Once those tanks moved up with the infantry presence they had below near Saint Mary-Glise in the five, they just basically converged and surrounded the strong point, and
They did.
it was textbook. I mean, if
It was.
you're putting together a strategy, that is textbook, and they did it to like a T. They did everything well.
Yeah,
That's
man.
all I can
And
say.
honestly, I ain't, y'all need to come watch some footage, watch some tape, watch these games unfold. If you got to play court, you really got to do your research. But with
Yeah,
that being said, man, that's all I got today. Thank you for coming out to the HPL. Guderian, you got any last words?
yeah. Other than, hey, we got another game coming up tonight, and then we got another one on Sunday. Hope to see you guys there.
Who's playing tonight?
Who's playing tonight? That's a great question. I know there's a game in about 2 or 3 hours we're going to get ready for, and I know that the NA team, the 20th EXD and the 501st BST2 team play on Sunday. I'm not sure who's
I think tonight
coming up.
Redline is playing against Tango tonight. Redline is
Okay.
playing against Tango tonight. That should be a good game. I'm excited to kind of see that unfold.
Yeah,
So
I want to
we'll have
see.
to see. And then 20th plays 501st and BST2, like you said. They most likely are gonna be playing in a Europe server. So, you know, BST2 and 501st actually there's a weird ping differential between both teams. You've got BST2 and 501st coming from Spain and other
Right.
surrounding countries. They've been playing in Miami all of the first week
Hmm.
the first, from week 1 to week 4. So to compromise, we may or may not be playing in like Hella Loose Paris or something and see what that ping differential does for everybody. But that's one great thing about our league. Dedicated servers, two Europe, one Central, one East Coast. It's great. So we aim to keep it fair across the board as much as we
Yeah.
can. So,
Yeah.
but
So
anyways,
yeah,
man.
let's get ready for the next one. Let's get ready for Red Line and Tango, and hopefully it's a little more entertaining. I know Tango is thirsty for getting that first W, and let's see if they got a little work today for Red Line. That's really what's
All right,
about.
brother. Well, with that being said, I'm Jay Real, and this is my boy.
That's Gadarian, brother.
Yes, sir. And we out.